Alright, hello everybody. I'm going to try this one more time before I have to go. Um, this is to show uh, the positive and the negative workings of the numbers with this deal. Um, we had 555 on the 25th evening, 589 on the 24th. That's where all this comes from here. You can see the 5, 5, 5, 5, 8, 9, 5 and 9, 5 and 8, 5 and 5. This 30, which counts the amount of times 0, shows up in this area, and this area. 24 is the amount of times 1 did in the same areas, here and here. Okay, that's 30 for 0, 24 ones. 30, 24. Whatever numbers show up in these two columns are split apart here. Okay, from there, it takes the numbers from here to put them here, and then just goes around the cube. From here to here on this version, subtracting 0 minus 4, 10 minus 4 is 6, 3 minus 2 is 1, so on all the way around. This part will be addition. 3, 2 and 0 is 2, 2 and 4 is 6, so on. Spreads it on apart to here for the subtracted. Anything above this line and this line comes from these subtracted sums of 30 over 24. Below the line comes from the added sums of 30 over 24. Well, I'm not going to get into all that because I've done this 3 times now. Okay, this area here, here's your numbers 0 through 9. This will count the total amount of times each of these digits showed up in this column alone. This one will count the times the numbers showed up here. Okay, this will take this column here, whichever numbers or number shows up the most in that column brings it over to here. The 4 showed up 6 times, so here's the 4. You've got your mirror of the 4, which is 7. 6 times is the amount of times 4 showed up. There's the 6, and the mirror for 6. This column takes care of what happened in AZ. This is the exact same data as this, because this one shows to pick 3, this one's set up to show pick 4. If you were looking at these for pairs, you would say the 4, because it showed up the most, with 6 or 9. 4 and 6, or 4 and 9, or you would use the mirror, which is 7 and 6, or 7 and 9. Same thing over here, 5, 5, 5, 0, 0, 5, 0, 0. Pretty simple, straightforward on that. Here's where it shows what to look for to play. I'll get into that in a minute. Okay, these cubes here, this one, these 4, these 2 sets here come from these 4 cubes, the 3 and the 3 and the 5 and the 3. Okay, this 3 is if this number and this number added together. This is a cube, 4-sided, pick 4. If it's cut in half and folded up, it would be a triangle, which is 3 for the pick 3. Okay, you have 3, which is 1 plus 2, and then 3, which is 9 plus 3 equals 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. 0, 9, same properties when it comes to addition. 0 and 3, 9 and 3, all leads to 3. The 5 is 2 and 3, the 3 is 2 and 1. Each one of these will do each one of these cubes. Okay, this one takes care, this half takes care of this, the top side. This half takes care of this side. This one does this. These two take care of these two corners. 9 and 2, 2, 1 and 8, 9. You get the picture on that. These are for these. Same deal. Now these come from these numbers. Anytime, say this number matches any number in this set here, it will put it here. Anytime this number matches any one of this set, it will go here. Anytime this number matches any of this set, it will go here, and it will go around each one. You have 4 spots here. 12 will show you any of these numbers that match up to these. These 4 take care of this, these 4 take care of this, and these take care of these. You can see all the 3s. Scroll over here and look. You see all the 3s. Then you have 9, which is 8 and 1. You have 9 here, which is the mirror of 6, or the opposite, I should say. I don't know about mirrors. Numerically, the way I'm looking at it and picturing it. Alright, this area here now. Here you have these 5 here come from these 5 from this 5 set. Alright, 1 is the added sum of 10, 0, first number in the whole numbers, first number in the teens, 10. 9, 0 minus 1 is 9, and then you have the same thing over here going all the way down for 13. 3 minus 1 is 2, 3, third number over in each set, 4, 1 and 3 is 4, 3 from the 3, then you have your 10 here. It does it all the way down. Okay, now the way this is going, this is what picks what. This will show you what to play, or what I'm working on. This one actually done great. You have your 7, 6, 5, or right here 4, 5, 6. Which should give, I think, around a total of 7, 8 sets, something like that. But that's not what I'm looking for. I want 1 set, 1 win. If any of these numbers match any of these numbers, they will show up here. You have your pairs, your mirror opposites, negative, positive opposites. Look for those, 0, 5, 0, 5. This will show you all your positive and negative counterparts. There's your 4, your 4, your 9, your 9. Then you have 5 and 0. Anytime you have the opposites showing together, look for those numbers. From what I've tested so far, and I've went back for quite a few months looking at this, with draws for mainly North Carolina, but all over. So you have 7, 6, 5. Got your polar opposites here showing up. There they are. On the cubes here, you have again, you've got your patterns. It's been highlighted. Anytime the numbers drawn show up, I'm thinking color of money, green, white. There's your 7, 6, 5, 6. You're not going to think to look at that because they're all, I mean, it's kind of jumbled together, but once you get to looking and seeing what goes where, it kind of makes a little bit of sense. You got your pattern. Down here you've got your other pattern, kind of an arrow. If you had a line going down through here, you'd have a two-headed arrow, and then your ends here cap it off. Pick 4. You've got the same thing. You look at your pattern here. This 6-2 over 2-3 comes from this, which is a byproduct of your positive added and positive subtracted that comes from this cell, or these cells. You got your 6-2, 6-2, 2-3, and 2-3. And then it just goes around the cube, subtracting, adding, just like the rest of it, creating a little vortex. You've got your 8-1, 8-1. There's your 8 and 1, and then you've got your 2 and 3, which are your mirrors. This is the same numbers as these, only when a 0 or a 5 shows up, or a 6 or a 9, it spits out its positive or negative opposite. So you've got your 6 and your 9. You can see the same pattern. Only the 3 has moved down here, but you've still got your 1 showing, and then you've got all your positive and negative opposites. And that's kind of how that works. What I'm basically wanting to get into showing is the effects of this little deal right here, the positive and the negative, the workings of the numbers, or as I see them, not necessarily the way they are. I'm no mathematician, I just go with what my head tells me, or the good Lord. He's the one who puts ideas in my head. So what we've got showing, this is showing to pick, is these numbers here. You got your 7, 6, 5 showing here. If you go up here, you've got your 4 or 7, so you would match it up. 4 and 6, 4 and 9, 7, 6, 7, 9. And there's your 7, 6 pair for 7, 6, 5. Here's your 5, 7, 6, 5, 7, 6, 5. Excuse me. Here you see all the 3s showing boy, that's a great word, huh? More towards the pick 4. You got all the 3s, which are the opposites of 8. Okay, now what I'm wanting to get to is, if the idea hit me the other night about looking at these, knowing that all this stems from these numbers. Okay, let's say if we took, we've got 2 even, an odd, and an even, and let's say that if we switched to make this 0 its polar opposite, which is 5, not 54, not 5. Okay. Well, come on, processor. Alright, then we have 35 over 24, odd, odd, even, even. And let's go up here and look again. So we've got completely different numbers to look at here. Now the 3 showed up the most. There's your 3. Its opposite was 8. There's the 8. And then you've got 2 showed up the most at 11 times with its mirror opposite of 1. You can see how that's changed. I could switch it right back. You can see, go straight up here to the return button, back to 0, and you can see them change. If this thing will go on. Right back. Okay. Now let's go switch back to the 5, and now the numbers that this is picking out. Got your 8, your mirror, 8, 1, 8, 1, 8, 8. Okay, that's from the 5. Let's switch back to the 0, and then you've got your 7, 6, 5 again. Okay, go back to the 5. You're switched down here. Here's your 5, 7, 6, 5, 7, 6 for the pick 3. Scroll down for me there, little fella. 5, 7, 6 for the pick 3. All these were 3s before. All these were 3s and mostly 3s. Okay, we'll switch back to the 0. You can watch it switch. If it will go. See, the 3s. We're back to 0 here. Switch back to the 5. There's your 5, 7, 6, 5, 7, 6, 5, 7, 6 to where it was showing. Now this is showing pick 3. These are showing pick 4, and these are switched to the pick 3 where it was reversed. Here, these have all totally changed from changing that 1 digit. See how you've got your polar opposites here, 8 or 3, 8 or 3, 8 or 3. There's your 3 8s, 1 and 2, polar opposites, 1, 8, 8, 8. Kind of give you an idea of how this is going, which I'm liking it. Hadn't had time to play or really delve into it like I need to. Your patterns here have changed. You've got the 181 down, 133 down. Got your corner here for the 1. Your patterns over here have changed, and here was something else that was switching that 0 to a 5. If you look here, you've got 5, 7, 6, and then you've got your 6, 7 here. These corners are empty except for your 5. Over here, which are the same numbers from this set to this set, you've got this corner and this corner. Leaving out the 5, it's completely opposite of what came in the pick 4. Then you still got your patterns to look for. It's crazy. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but that's where it's at so far. Let me switch this back before I forget, and then I'll show you one more example before I have to start getting ready to leave. Okay, we're back to 0. The 25th. Okay, on the 25th we had 5, 5, 5 coming off 5, 8, 9 and 5, 6, 3. Okay, it produced 33 1s and 33 zeros. 33, 33, come down to 33, 33. Okay, we're not really showing what to look for. It's got the 7 and the 5 from the pick 3. You have 5 and 1, 6, 2 and 1's 2, which shows you the pick 4. You have to look at that though. 4 and 1, 4 and 1, 4 and 1, 3 5. There's your 5 for the pick 3. Down here you're showing the 9 and the 7 and the 3, or which should be the 6. There's 3, 6, 7. You're not showing any 5 or 0, but you have all these 9s, and if you've been reading and keeping up, you know what I've talked about with the 9, 0, and the 5. Okay, now you can look here and see there's the 7 and 4, the 7 hit, the 0 and the 5 hit. This, I'm not sure what the deal is about the date and the distance from the pull and all that stuff from the rotation of the earth and all that, comparing to all this, is where I'm kind of headed with all of it. But let's say that with all this coming from the 3-3, we have 2 odds and 2 odds. Let's say if we switch this 3 to its opposite 8 and switched this 3 to its opposite 8, and then watch for the changes. Come on, Gertie. Alright, now you can see you have 8 and 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. 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 You can kind of see where the 8 and the 3 has give us 5. If you go 3 and 8 is 11. 11 is either 0 or 2. 0 and 5. There's what I'm talking about with that. But let's look at the changes here. And there's the 3. There's the 6. There's the 7. There's the 5. And then you can see that this is absolutely swamped with the numbers and the mirrors. The 555 is something that don't show up a whole lot. The 5, the 0, the 1, the 4, the 9, and the 0 are something that's going on with it that is just it's bumfuzzled me from the start. But you've changed over here also, so here's your 7 and 3 and your 6, or 4, 8, 6, and we'll see the mirrors. There they are. Let me go ahead and highlight them. But it's all the same workings. All this has changed. There's your 0 and 5 opposites showing up. Your 7 showing up. Your 6 and 9 opposites. There's your 6, and then your 8 and 3, 3. 6, 7, 3, 5. Still testing. There is quite a few of these that's doing that. This book is not filled up because I've not been able to get to it, but let me pull up the day. So far there's the results. It's picked this version showing it's picked 51 out of 120 numbers through September. 21 out of 30 games it has picked at least just those 4 numbers have picked at least one number right for the pick 3 and one number right for the pick 4, which is 70%, not bad, but still not where I want. And then it's picked 26 out of 90 numbers for the pick 3. Like I said, one version picks for the pick 4 better, one version picks for the pick 3 better. And then you have your statistics here of how many times each number in these out of these 4 numbers, or 5. This one's not included in this one, this one, this one, and this one. For each page are these 4 right here. These right now are not included to count this 5th number. So if I switched that and added that for the pick 4, it's had 12 more numbers right. This thing will calculate, and it's picked 63 out of 120 numbers. And then this one would have picked 0. Come on. 38 out of 90 numbers for the pick 3. Which I guess ain't bad, but like I said, it's still not what I want. But anyway, you can kind of see where I'm at, kind of where I'm going, and kind of get an inner picture of how it's working. I'm not going to get into everything about how it works, but that's an idea. So you get an idea, go with it. Who knows where it's going to go? Okay.